What's going on, people? Welcome back to Premsy TV, and it's another preview. The big game, Chelsea versus Arsenal on Sunday, early kickoff. And we have a very special guest in the place to preview the game with us, none other than Pippa Monique. What you telling me, girl? You good?
What's happening? I'm good, man. How are you?
You know what? I'm absolutely packed in. I'm not going to lie, Pippa. I'm
Same.
packed in. It's early morning starts. I was in the hospital last night for a long time. And I'm
Oh,
telling
God.
you now, just about surviving. What about yourself, man?
Every day has just been busy. I mean, I'm not complaining because I pray for days like this, but it's just like, wow, I don't know how I'm managing it all. And my diary's full. And then somehow my son's diaries are full. And it's just like, can I get a break, please? Can I get a break?
Do you know what, though? Once you're busy and that's the best way forward, and it just keeps you going, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. But look, first of all, I think it's only right to touch on yesterday's result against Zurich. What did you take from that game? Was you impressed with what you saw?
Do you know what? I knew it was going to be one of those type of games because I went to the away fixture for that in Zurich. And even though we got the result, Zurich were a very physical team, and they showed that even more at the Emirates. Like, they're very just like Stoke City type of football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they were giving it a good go.
Yeah, they want to get in your heads. They want to give it a good battle. They don't look like they're trying to win. I know that sounds bad. They don't look like the team that's going out there to get the win. They look like the team that's going to give you problems, and that's what they did. But we got through the problems. We got through the refs that were trying to help PSV top the table because I think they were Dutch referees. Was what I'm hearing. But yeah, listen, it was a good game. I got bored. I'm not gonna lie. I spent most of the game watching the away fans because they were lit, and I cannot lie to you. I got carried away and was dancing along to their chants because their chants were just lit. They had the drums going, and it was all ale, 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 and it was the whole 90 minutes. How can you not vibe to it? We're winning.
You know what? Yeah, I'm telling you, even from the TV, I watched it from telly. Yeah, and they set scenes, man, smoky. This is the one thing that I want to see. I want to see flares and all that getting lit off at the Emirates and stuff, man, because it creates atmosphere and it's a mad thing. Do you know when you go into that game?
They took it too far though. Like, the fire marshal had to come out. There was I think something caught on fire. There was like extra smoke at one point, and all the fire marshal had to come during the game.
Did you not see the Marseille lineup when Marseille played Tottenham inside the Champions League and the way they lit up the street and everything? It was a madness. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you the post. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm telling you, unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest. So gotta give credit to these away fans, man. They're doing their thing, man. Doing the thing. But did anyone in that game stand out to you? Obviously, barring Kieran Tierney being the standout performer. Anybody else you think that's knocking on the door to say, right, I want to play on Sunday?
Do you know what? Not really, but Sambi Lokonga looked like a different player yesterday, I must admit. Like, he was moving. He normally sits back and is more of like that DM type of guy, but he was trying to get into, basically trying to do what Xhaka does, getting into that number 8 role, getting forward, playing the balls, progressing the ball forward, which he doesn't normally do. He normally has his back towards goal more time. Yeah. But yesterday he was getting the ball on the half turn, progressing the ball forward. And I was like, oh, this is a different Sambi. Sambi's really trying to get into this 11 right now. But I don't think it's enough with the way Xhaka is performing and Party. Was there anyone else knocking on the door? Not particularly. I don't think we'll see Reece Nelson again on Sunday. And if we do, it'll be like a short cameo, even though I feel like he kind of deserves it, but it's a big game. And Saka's back, so of course Saka's going to
be fair, I was surprised to see Saka come on in that game. Like, what is Arteta playing that, bro? Allow him and let him rest up for Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Because
it's such a physical game as well.
I know. Tomiyasu looked like he got injured as well.
Yeah.
Had to come off. So
he came off just after he came on, so it doesn't look good.
I know, but Mohamed El Nene is back, Pippa.
Yes. Oh my gosh, how can I not mention El Nene? I mean, I don't think he'll play on Sunday, but I'm just so happy he's back in the squad, back fit. Because I know a lot of people don't see him as, a lot of people don't respect him and rate him as the guy, and they just respect him for what he is. He's one of our squad players, fringe player, but it's a player that you need in the squad.
No, definitely. You know what I like about Mohamed El Nene? He's a very, very professional footballer. Since he's been at Arsenal, he's never once complained. Every time he's been asked to do a job, he'll come in and do a job. And last season, what did we see from El Nene? Him adding some goals to his game. When did we think we're going to see El Nene smacking out 35-yard screamers and stuff like that? It was unseen, but he just gives us that depth now. Come on, what was you going to say then?
He only scores worldies, El Nene.
Yeah, man, get me. Him and Thomas Partey must be sitting there practicing because Thomas Partey started off from Rose Edge. Yeah, now he's just slowly knocking it down. It's going in top corner. So all happy days. But let's look towards Chelsea then, because for me, it's going to be a little bit of a difficult game, but I don't think there's no reason why we shouldn't go there and turn Chelsea over, especially the form that we've been in of late in the Premier League. these guys, they haven't won in 3 games, so they are going to be hungry. But I think it's the best part of 4 years now they haven't beat us at Stamford Bridge. It's a bit of a hunting ground for us. How do you see the game panning out?
4 years, really?
Yeah, man.
That's mad.
2018, I think it was the last time.
That's gone quick. I just kind of feel like the win's there for the taking with the way that we've been performing. But the thing is, we can never get carried away because we've seen what happened when we've been on form, and then we'll go away to a top 6 side like United, and then they'll just sneakily get the win. But with Chelsea, there's too many holes and gaps there to explore. Like they haven't got any rhythm at the moment. Call him Gareth there. Graham Potter is still trying to figure out what to do with this side, how to play, what their formation is, and it's all a bit disjointed at the moment. So we should really exploit that. And on top of that, they're in the situation that we thought we was going to be in. They've got key injuries now with Chilwell not looking like he's available. So these are all, and Martinelli's going to be down on that. What? Oh no, Martinelli's on the left, but still, Martinelli's going to be destroying people. They ain't got Reece James either on the right. So
Chilwell's injured.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Aubameyang.
Yeah, he says it's a good thing.
Yeah, standard, man. That's a good thing. You get me? When they're playing us, everyone get injured and we're all right. After that, you come back in it to your own. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not trying to lie about anything. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You get me? I want to be in the best possible position going into playing Chelsea. And if their key players are not there, happy days.
But I do want to say get well soon, Chile, because I want to see him on a plane to Qatar. I do want to see him on a plane to Qatar.
Yeah, after the Arsenal game, you get me, and hurry up, you get me, get back on that plane. But other than that, you get me. All I want to say as well, Aubameyang, I'm not going to lie, Pippa, I don't like this guy anymore. Get me? The moment this guy left our club, and he's gone to Barcelona, all right, you get me, I can live with that. Don't be coming back and going to Chelsea. What's wrong with you? You get me? Don't be doing that.
You do realise though he didn't want to leave Arsenal. He kind of got forced out of the club from what it looks like. So he's got if he wants to play Premier League football, he's got no choice. He wants to stay in London. I'm hearing that they still have that same house in London. Do you know what I mean? The kids are still going to school in London. So you're going to go find a London club. And what other better London club is there than other than Arsenal?
Go West Ham, fam. Go West Ham. You get me? All I'm telling you now, is when Lacazette's ringing a man up and telling him, what you doing, bro? You know you're doing something wrong, innit? That's all I'm saying. But you know what it is with Aubameyang, it is going to be a bit of a dangerous ground because he's going to be hungry. He's going to want to prove Arteta wrong. And I'm telling you now, I'm not going to be able to take it if this guy scores against us. I'm telling you, I'm going to be royally pissed off. Do you reckon we can stop him?
He's going to be in the back of Saliba's pocket. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
You get past Saliba.
That's what I want to hear. You get me?
Right? You get past Ben White. Gabriel might, forget that he's not teammates no more. Might let him run past, but I'm sure Saliba will cover him.
Yeah. Now, the way Chelsea are being playing right now, they haven't really found the rhythm in the sense of the key 11 that they want to nail down and play. What do you reckon is going to be their tactic going into this game? Do you reckon they're going to be just sitting back, hoping to hit us on the counter, or do you reckon they're going to be going on the front foot?
The thing is, I want to answer that strongly, but I couldn't even tell you what their starting 11 is going to be. I have no idea what starting 11 Potter's going to put out. I mean, I expect to see their front line of Aubameyang and Sterling, but I don't know who else. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what their starting 11 is at the moment.
I think Havertz probably being there.
God, boy, it could be Broha. Who knows? It could be Loftus-Cheek. Who knows?
Sterling, man. Sterling doing wing back for Chelsea. That is a bit of a madness. What do you take from that? Because for me, I really like Raheem Sterling. I rate him a lot. I feel like he's been so consistent for so many years, Pippa, through Liverpool, through City. Now he's come to Chelsea. Do you reckon the lifestyle change of London, the system, the new manager, do you reckon that might have had a little bit of an effect on him?
I don't know what Potter's doing to him, but I don't like it at all. He would have been balling out if he came to Arsenal. And I know he was meant to come to Arsenal. I don't care what anyone says. He was meant to come to Arsenal, but we didn't. Remember, because he left it so late to sign Chelsea. Because I feel like him and his agent, whoever it was waiting to see if Arsenal were going to get top 4. Then we bottled it. So he said, right, let's just go Chelsea then. Do you know what I mean? But if he was under Arteta, who he's been under before at Man City, when he was thriving and playing his best, he would have been balling for Arsenal. But I don't understand what Potter's doing with him. I don't know.
You know what? If we got Sterling, that would have been sick options up front. Because for me, I believe we need another striker. But I also believe at the same time, Martinelli can go up front and do an absolute job for us because he's got all the attributes to be a key finisher, key striker, and the hunger he's got, the pressing from the front is unbelievable. If we had a Sterling on the left, we could have a Jesus up front, Saka on the right, maybe alternate Jesus or Martinelli. That would have been very interesting to see. But obviously, we haven't got him, so it is what it is, people.
It is what it is.
What do you reckon then? Yeah, first of all, I want to give Granit Xhaka massive praise for what he's achieved this year. And not even just this year, actually. Well, actually, from January, from last season onwards, he's been a total different player. Do you reckon that's down to the new role that Arteta's found for him? Or do you reckon he's just feeling at home again?
I think it's a mixture of both. I don't know what it is that's changed. Obviously the new role that he's having under Arteta is we're seeing the real him. Now he's being utilised properly in a role that he can thrive in, because I think when we first signed him and when he first started growing into his role under Wenger and under Emery, everyone expected him to just be this guy that's just going to put in tackles and, be that defensive or holding midfielder. But no, he can actually be that, quote unquote playmaker. He can get up, he can do the job, and we're seeing it now. Like, he's getting in positions I've never seen him before. Like, what's he running down the left wing doing and getting into the box? I'm like, I remember the first couple of games he started doing it this season. I was like, what's Xhaka doing there? But now when he does it, I'm like, yeah, Xhaka's there. He's an option. But before I used to be like, that's not you. You're not meant to be doing that. But it's working and I'm loving it. And I feel like he feels at home now. He's one of the longest serving players here alongside Holding and Elneny and I don't know whoever else. I think just them two at the moment.
Yeah, them two really. Everyone else is pretty much refreshed.
Forgive me. But like, yeah, he's been a part of the club for a long time now. And I feel like now, when you're like the furniture now, like you're the main guy, whether you've got the armband or not, because you've been there for that long. You're in the starting 11 99% of the time, if not 100. You're playing 90 minutes 99% of the time. So, he's loving life.
I think he believes now. I think that's a big key factor. I think he really believes, because you can see he's oozing with confidence. When he's not only getting into them positions, he's added goals to his game as well, which is something that we never really used to see from Granit Xhaka, especially with his weak foot as well. Man's popping goals in with his right foot. Normally we're seeing 30-yard bangers from Xhaka or a free kick that's obviously distance. Now he's adding that in. Also, do you reckon the World Cup's playing a part in his form? Do you reckon the mentality of thinking about, I've got the World Cup to play, obviously captain of Switzerland, he had a very good campaign in the Euros. Do you reckon that's on the forefront of his mind as well?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, to be fair, but it must be. Everyone wants to do well for country now, and everyone says that he plays better for country. Now we're seeing it for club as well. So if he plays better for country, and this is the level he's playing for Arsenal, imagine the level he's going to play for Switzerland now as well.
Yeah,
he's in his prime years. What's he, 29 or something, or 30? He's in his prime.
I'm not going to lie. I want all the Arsenal whoever's in the Arsenal teams in the World Cup, I want them to get knocked out early. You get me? I'm selfish like that. I'm not even asked about international. You get me?
France, England, Brazil, all of them.
Get them all gone, man. Get them all gone. Get them all gone, yeah. Because do you know what? It's going to be interesting as well to see what Arteta does with the players that are still left here as well. Because I want to see training put in. I want to see maybe a new system of play with the players that he's got to work with, because that second part of the season is going to be very, very vital for us, because after the World Cup, January is coming up. You know what it's like after a World Cup. Everybody's dipping into that market left, right and centre. And the maddest thing is it's falling right into place. So as soon as the World Cup's done, January window's open, people are going to be going out to strengthen. We definitely need to strengthen, Pippo. For me, we definitely need another midfielder to replace Thomas Partey. And also, we need a striker.
Not replace, to be,
no, I'm on about when he's out in it, you know what I mean? Yeah. We know Thomas Partey is not there or 100% of the time, you know what's going on. But there's games as well that Thomas Partey needs to scratch up, because last game in the Premier League as well, against Nottingham Forest, I said it in my fan cam, I needed Odegaard and Partey to step up in that first half, because there was a lot of wayward passes. In the first half, there was a lot of wayward passes. Partey couldn't really get himself involved in the game as much as we normally see him and influence that midfield. But like I said, that second half, Arteta must have took them guys in, and told them, listen, what are you, man, playing Nottingham Forest, we need to be finishing these, man, off. They came out, and credit to them, they absolutely done a number on him. But there's going to be times where players are not going to be at the best of their form and stuff. We need good squad depth to replace it. I want Ivan Toney as well, Pippa. If you know him, have a word, Pippa. We know you got the links. Have a word.
I'm not gonna lie. I messaged him about 2 seasons ago saying, "I've come to Arsenal." Yeah, he laughed. So I don't think
what? Don't tell me that. Yeah, next time I see him, you get him popped.
that was a couple seasons ago, so you never know. It could be changed now. But do you remember he was bantering Arsenal on a podcast, something like that? So I don't know. I don't know if he's bantering us because he wants to be with us, or if he's bantering us because he don't like us. You know, one of them ones. I don't know if he's flirting with Arsenal or not.
Why is he not gonna want to like us though? It's not like fucking Brentford have got any beef with us. You know what I mean?
I know. They're such a lovely club as well. I actually like Brentford a lot.
I know. I like their manager as well. I think he's done very, very good. That Thomas Frank as well. He's pretty sick. But let's touch back on Chelsea for a moment because we are playing these guys. I see a lot of Arsenal fans, myself included, are very, very confident, Pippa. We're very confident. Yeah, I am confident because if we're sitting pretty at the top of the table, we've won 10 games, lost 1, drew 1. When can you be confident? You know what I'm saying?
But this is why Chelsea are going to want to win this so much more than ever because Chelsea hate Arsenal. They don't want to see us at the top. They're looking at us thinking, nah, we need to collect points because they should not be there. And we need to be clawing back up to that, second or third, because they're not really a first place team at the moment. Like, they need to be clawing back up the table. So they're going to be looking at thinking, this is the team we get 3 points against. Play how we play, not what Potter says against Brighton. Play how we want to play because this is the game. They're going to want to win this so bad. Aubameyang's going to want to put a point to people, like you said. All these other players are thinking, we can't lose to Arsenal. I know they're in form, but we're not. They don't rate us, These players don't rate us.
Nah, fuck Chelsea. That's what I'm saying. All I know, Pippa, is I want the boys to be up for this game. And I think they will be up for this game because Arteta's definitely going to be sitting down and telling them, listen, mate, you think I want Aubameyang scoring against us? No, I don't want that to happen. Do you think I want Chelsea to get one over us and knock us off that top spot? Don't want that to happen. And I think a lot of the players that are in that team as well, they've seen the fruits of maybe Aubameyang going, certain players coming in because we're sitting pretty at the top of the table. We won the group inside the Europa League. Now, can we say the same if Aubameyang was there? Would he had that same influence? Personally, I don't think he would have because towards the back end of his career at Arsenal, he did kind of fall off. Obviously, he's cracking on with age. And what Gabriel Jesus offers to Arsenal, Aubameyang did not offer that. You get me? Yeah. Aubameyang offered goals. You can't take that away from him. But Jesus is a different kind of energy around the place. He's lifted absolutely everybody around him. And I'm positive that Zinchenko is back as well. And he can have a bit part to play in the game.
I don't think he'll start, though.
No, I don't want him to start. I want KT to start, man. But if stuff's not going right or we might need to shore up the midfield, what says we can't bring on a Zinchenko rather than a Fabio Vieira and maybe drop him into that midfield? Because that's another option that I would like to see as well, because we know what Zinchenko can do for his country. Sometimes he plays up forward, like in the front line. So he's got that ability about him. What do you reckon the score is going to be, Pippa?
I mean, I'm quietly confident as well. I've gone for a bold prediction. You're gonna laugh when I say this, but I've gone 3-1 Arsenal and a Martinelli hat trick.
No, I've said 3-1 Arsenal as well. Pips. Yeah, that's what I want. No, he loves scoring against Chelsea. Martinelli.
Something's telling me that he's gonna at least score 2, but somebody's telling me a hat trick.
Yo, you better go and put a bet on. Did you not see that guy? You not see that guy who put that bet on for Arsenal to win 5-1 and Martinelli to score first? He won 42 bags.
What?
He put 125 quid on it at the Emirates.
I'm not really a gambler like that. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, same. I'm not really too much of a gambler, but that is some big bucks. That's a ballsy move. You know what I mean?
Deposit for your house or something.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that is big, man. But putting all Jesus now, the goals ain't coming.
But he's still a minute in the box.
Yeah, assisting. He's putting the work in. Do you think it's something that we need to worry about, that he's not scoring goals?
For me, it's frustrating, especially even last night in the Europa League. Like, he had clear chances. Even against Nottingham Forest, I think there was one way he should have just put it bottom corner, but he hit straight at the keeper. Hit straight at the keeper again last night. But it happens, like not every striker's going to score every game, but it's been a few too many games now. Because he started the season so well and preseason so well that you just kind of expect him to be on 10, what's he on? I don't know. Is he on 5 or 6?
I think in total, I think he's in 12 games. He's had something like 11 goal involvements. That's obviously assists and goals included in it. So if he's not scoring, we want to see some assists in it.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing.
He's still contributing. As long as we're still winning. Of course, at the beginning of the season, we're thinking, yeah. Jesus and Haaland to race for the Golden Boot. Obviously, Haaland's, taken the lead by storm for everyone now, and he's on a break and he's still in the lead. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be a tough one. But I think as long as he's producing something, as long as he's contributing to goals, as long as we're still winning, I'm not too fussed about his individual achievements of him being a striker, scoring goals. Of course, you want that from your striker, but you also want goal involvements, and he's still doing that. If he wasn't getting no assists as well, it'll be a worry, a big worry. But he's still doing bits in the box.
Nah, it's proper that. But see, this game against Chelsea, I have a sneaky feeling Sterling's going to be playing on the left-hand side. Now, Ben White has been very impressive this season for me because he's clearly not a right back because of his positioning that he's been playing most part of his career. But he's took that position and he's made it his own now. Now, when we look at Ben White, we're thinking right back, yeah, solid straight away. He's done it to such an effect that Tomiyasu, who's been our probably best right back that we've seen in a very long time at the club, is having to come up and do left back. How much credit do you give Ben White for his performances?
He's been phenomenal. Like you would think he's a right back the way he's been performing in the last few games, the way he's doing the overlaps, and every time not every time, but most time when he gets that overlap and he gets the ball in the box, it's either a shot on target or a goal that's coming off the end of that. So he's doing so well in driving forward and defensively as well. He's, people always said he wasn't the fastest, but so far, I mean, let me not speak too soon because we know how quick Sterling is, but no one's really outpaced him. He's managed to get back in time and track back and clear the ball or whatever, play it back to Ramsdale. Sterling's going to be a challenge for him, though. There's going to be certain players that are going to be challenges for him, and Sterling will be one of them. Sterling loves scoring against Arsenal. Obviously, hasn't done it yet in a Chelsea shirt, but well, hopefully he doesn't.
Hopefully, Ben White pockets him. But the one thing about Ben White, he's very, very decisive. He very rarely wastes an opportunity. And I think his positioning as well is unbelievable because when we do tend to go forward, you normally see Tomiyasu, Saliba, and Gabriel dropping as a 3. Ben White pushing up a little bit more. But at the same time, on the turn of, the counter-attack or something like that that's going against us, he's always there to clean shit up. And that's the thing that's impressing me the most because I'm not going to lie, I used to doubt Ben White coming at 50 million. I was thinking, what? 50 million pounds for Benjamin White? What is going on here? But clearly, that's why I'm not running the club or I'm not the manager, you know what I mean? Because these guys have clearly put a plan into place with the type of players that they want. And now we're starting to see some effect. Sterling is going to be his biggest test for me, I think, because he's very tricky character. He's rapid. He's, even when we see him play for England, he's so effective, Raheem Sterling. You get me? Ben White, if he can do a job on Sterling, do you reckon that's him cementing his place on the World Cup team and 100%. What's going on there? Because I'm a bit surprised.
He definitely should be in the squad. If he continues, like, even after Chelsea, even if he doesn't have a good performance against Chelsea, he should still be going to play into Qatar for the way he's performed every match this season. And England are lacking right backs at the moment. You've got Trent, who's not on form. You've got Reece James injured. Trippier, who obviously can be in there. Who else is there? Who else is right back for England?
Trent. You say Trent?
Yeah,
that's it really.
But the thing is with that, Carl Walker's injured. That's it. The thing is with Ben, as we know, he can be right back or centre back. So that's a good option for Gareth Southgate.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, because the one thing about this Arsenal team as well is I think that's helped us massively that we've not got players now that can just play one position. They could play a few different positions. It's like even Martin Odegaard. He's a centre attacking midfielder, but he could drop in as an 8. He could drop in as a centre mid. We got Kieran Tierney there. Obviously, for me, we need to be starting Kieran Tierney all the time because I just love this guy. You get me? I think he just epitomizes Arsenal, the passion, the hunger, the desire, the fight, everything he's got about him, is what we need in this team. And what a lot of people forget is when Kieran Tierney came into this team at first, he was one of the first players to start giving other players drive, going on the front foot, showing that passion, that desire, and it rubs off on everyone else. And now he's got a few components next to him that are like that. It will help. And we haven't really seen a run with KT, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. When you deep the situation, at the start of the season, Zinchenko was in there. KT maybe had 1-2 games in between, then Tomiyasu come into play. So we've not had a little run of KT, and there's nobody better at getting at the byline and putting the ball in than Kieran Tierney. I know it will change the system of play a little bit rather than having that inverted fullback, but I want to see KT play, man. Just before we wrap it up, Pippa, let's do the starting 11, yeah? I want to hear you starting 11, who you want in the team.
I'm going, obviously, Ramsdale in goal. The back line, my centre backs, of course, picks himself Saliba and Gabriel. I'm going. I was actually going to go Tomiyasu left back actually, but now that doesn't look like an option. I'm going to go Tierney, especially he's got the goal. He's fired up. He's ready. Tierney left back, Ben White right back, midfield of. Oh, this is bit. Partey, obviously, Xhaka. So that's 4-2. Odegaard. I'm taking bare long, sorry. I shouldn't. The team picks itself. It's a team that's been there every game. Martinelli, Jesus, Saka. Have I missed someone? 4-3-3.
Xhaka, no. You know what I wouldn't be surprised seeing though as well? Because one thing Arteta normally does is play El Neni in the big games away. No.
I don't think so, this one though.
But this is what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't be surprised if you like. It wouldn't shock me if I seen El Neni in there, but I wouldn't want him in there. I'd obviously want Partey in there from the get go, innit?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if El Neni's in there because he's a professional guy, man. I like El Neni, you know, Pippa. I actually like El Neni, man. Like he does the job effectively. Like even in that Zurich game, did you see it? Like I think it was about 10, 15 minutes into the game, they were on the edge of a box and he made the perfect tackle. And if he would have got it wrong, it would have been a penalty. But he's so good at making them tackles all the time. But people, I just want to say, first of all, thank you very much, Pippa, for coming on the channel, debut on the channel. So big up yourself. Your channel link will be in the description below. So people, you know what to do. Go and hit it up. Go and follow Pippa. Sick content. And all I want to say is come on the Arsenal. Let's fucking have it.